A victory for George Floyd is a victory for Stephon Clark.
That's Stephon Clark, the brother of Stephon Clark, who was shot and killed by Sacramento police in his grandmother's backyard 3 years ago this month. He tells me he's watching the trial of Derek Chauvin closely.
And people are trying to put George Floyd on trial. George Floyd is not on trial.
Clark says it only adds insult to injury that Chauvin's defense, hoping to create reasonable doubt, pointed to Floyd's drug use and an untreated heart condition, adding he resisted arrest and was difficult to detain because of his 6'3" stature.
I feel like they're not only these excuses, but they're attempts to take away from the facts by assassinating his character.
One thing that you also stressed was this notion that you are not anti-law enforcement.
Yes, well, I wanted to put that out there because everybody thinks since the police killed our brother that I'm anti-law enforcement. No, I'm anti-police brutality.
That's why Monday morning the Clark family joined Floyd's family, their attorneys, and Reverend Al Sharpton in taking a knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, the time Chauvin was accused of keeping his knee on Floyd's neck.
A lot of things about the video came back to me and brought me back to my brother, of course. So it's very hard to watch the video again.
We don't need a parking manager.
Clark is speaking out as protesters gathered outside the home of the Sacramento city manager Sunday, accusing him of failing to discipline officers over misconduct or shooting deaths.
You know, the Clark family is with bridging the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities. And if we're going to call for somebody to be held accountable, we believe there's peaceful, nonviolent approaches to that. Going to the city manager's house, causing a bunch of noise is not an actionable item.
If people don't take anything else away from our conversation, what would you hope they take away?
I want people to know that if we do get justice, whatever that looks like, we need to set up actionable items moving forward to protect our communities and focus on community policing.